Hello and good morning everyone. I am Mehta Banjum, Assistant Professor of Commerce, SKNG Government First Grade College, Gangavati. So welcome to our next session. Program BCom, subject New Venture Planning, semester third semester, and University Vijayanagara Sri Krishna Devaraya University, Ballari. And our today's session is 26. Methods to initiate venture, franchise law. Learning objectives to motivate and effective management. Next, to reduce involvement in day-to-day operations. Then third one, to speed of growth. Fourth one, to limit risks and liability. Next, fifth one, to increase brand equity. Learning outcomes: international expansion, customer loyalty, advertising and promotion. Then an overview of franchising law. So in the last class we had learned about the meaning of franchising. Okay, the franchising word has been derived from the French word which means freedom, and franchising is a legal agreement or legal binding between the two parties, that is a franchisor and franchisee, where franchisor ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, he is going to give or grant permission to use the or to produce goods and services on his business name to franchisee. Okay, that agreement is called as franchising. Okay, now let us know an OU of franchising law. Franchising law ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. From a legal point of view, a franchise is a binding contract. Yes, it is a contract between two partners. Okay, two partners ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಲ್ಲಿ? Franchisor and franchisee, in which the franchising grants franchisor rights to implement. Objective: to highlight the importance of specific franchising law. Further, the armchair library approach employed the obtained results have shown that there is no doubt of the role of franchising regulation in enhancing the development of franchising around the globe. Okay, result: the importance of franchising, job creation, tax revenue rising, expansion strategy both for franchisee and franchisor. Then concerns of both the parties: initial fees, okay, variable cost, that is varies or changes from time to time, and royalty fees. Okay, royalty fees, promotional expenses, if any promotional expenses arise means both the parties concerned. Then other additional expenses, training, computer assistance and support service. These are the concerns of both the parties. Then types of franchise arrangement: tied house franchising system, product trade mark franchising, businesses format franchising, business format franchising. Then the importance of law of franchising. The law has become increasingly important in guiding and protecting the interest of both franchisors and franchisees alike. Okay, the franchising law plays very important role in guiding and protecting the interest of both the franchisor and franchisee in franchising agreement. Okay, there is no legislation in India specifically related to franchising relationship between a franchising and a franchisee follows from a contract. Okay. In the absence of specific governing legislation, the law of contract as embroidered in the Indian Contract Act 1872 and other allied act is applicable to a franchise government also. So the franchising law plays a very dominant and important role in protecting and guiding and protecting the interest of both the parties, that is the franchisor and franchisee. Then acts applicable to franchise agreements are intellectual property laws IPL, intellectual property laws, then competition laws, that is MRTP Act, then consumer protection law, labor laws, trans border reputation of trademarks, foreign exchange reputations, single brand retail, single brand retail, retailing. Okay, so what we had seen is the franchising law and concerns of both the parties, that are initial fees, variable cost, royalty fees, promotional expenses, and other additional expenses, training, computer assistance, and support service. ಮತ್ತೆ then importance of law to franchising. Okay, law to franchising law is very very important in guiding and protecting the interest of both the parties, that is franchisor and franchisee, and acts applicable to franchise agreements: MRTP Act, consumer protection law, labor law, foreign exchange reputation, single brand retailing, trans border reputation of trademark, intellectual property rights, MRTP Act, that is competition laws, etc. Then MCQs. The parties involved in franchise business are A1, B2, C3, D5, and the answer is A. First one is B. 2. Second one, which of the following is the purpose of a business plan? A. To make financial plan. B. To discipline the entrepreneur. C. To think of all aspects of the proposed venture. And D. To research the facts. Answer is C. To think of all aspects of the proposed venture. Next, third one, what are the types of intellectual properties? A. Patent. B. Trademark. C. All of the above. D. None of these. So the answer is third one, C. All of the above. Patent and trademark are intellectual properties. Trade secret refers to A. Secret information unknown to public. B. Information which is known to everyone. C. Information which is easily available. And D. None of these. Fourth one, answer is A. Secret information unknown to public. Fifth one, intellectual properties are A. Taxable properties, B. Intaxable properties, C. Both, and D. None of these. So the answer is A. B. Answer is B. In taxable properties. Intellectual properties are intaxable properties. Sixth one, some investors may ask to see which two parts of the business plan first. A. Synopsis summary and narrative summary. B. Executive summary and management and organization. C. Executive summary and financials. D. Executive summary and appendix. So the answer is B. Executive summary and management and organization. References: Andres K.R. 1965, The Concept of Corporate Strategy. Dow Jones Erwin Homewood II, Bertlim G. 2011, Agency and Institutional Influences on Franchising Decisions, Journals of Business Venturing. Next, David F.R. 2007, Strategic Management, Concept and Cases, 11th edition, Prentice Hall, New York. Okay, this is about 26th session of franchising law. Thank you.